Hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, Seint artist, and today we're going to talk about Demi, specifically under eyes. Now, in today's tutorial, this has just been a big conversation that I've been having with a lot of people very recently, so I wanted to do this tutorial so much. And I want you to focus more on technique than colors. I'll share the colors, but really pay more attention to technique, okay? All right, I just got this shirt and I was like, this is perfect because I want to do a Demi video, and so we're going to do it. So I'm going to be using Sunlit as my brightener. I've been loving it lately, and Balm. This is a big one. I actually paired this with Shape Tape for somebody, and I used to get very crepey from Shape Tape. It's one of the reasons why I kept looking for more new makeup, and I fell in love with Seint. But pairing Balm with Shape Tape, if that's your thing, was really good. It withstood, it didn't crepe, it didn't crease. It was really great longevity wise. I thought it paired well, and it was very same under my eyes. But we're focusing on Demi today, but I did want to say that. All right, I'm going to be using the spot brush today. That's this one right here, and I'll be using my blend brush. I love these brushes. Like, they're not clean because I like them. All right, here we go. So if you find that your under eyes have crepiness, creasing, and there's just, no matter how light you go, it creases, I want you to grab the balm. This is the Peach Balm. It's not over scented. It's not going to make your eyes burn. And I just want you to tap it. And then I want you to tap it on the focusing part of where your texture is. If that's your whole under eye, slide it very thinly over your whole under eye. Mine is on this inner corner here. So that's where I'm going to place it. And I tap it in. And I find longevity wise, this helps your under eye makeup last longer. If you still find that you're creasing, just reset it with your finger. It's makeup, not magic. So it's creams. So expect it. It's just your fine lines going like this. And if you ever did art class in kindergarten, that creates gooping and creasing and stuff. It doubles the stuff, okay? So keep that in mind. That's all your under eyes are doing, is when you smile and you're happy, you're just doing that, and you just need to reset it with your fingers. Super easy. All right, I'm gonna focus on discoloration. I get very dark on this inner corner and up in this area. It gets a little purpley. So I'm gonna be using Y01 today. I'm gonna use the spot brush because it has this tiny spot brush. And then this is more for blending. Jiminy Christmas, Amanda. I'm gonna have to grab that. It's just how things work for me, right? All right, so we're gonna grab in, and I'm gonna go into Y01. Everybody's under eye color is different. Sometimes they have multiple colors, so keep that in mind. My colors aren't your colors. We'll talk, we'll do the things, and we'll get you the stuff. All right, so I'm just gonna grab a little bit. Build as you go. You really, like, this is too much. Okay, I'm gonna put it on my eyeball so you can really see it. And I am gonna focus this where it's dark, which is just right here on this inner tear duct area of my eye, just where it is, not around it, on it. And then right here, I get really dark and purple. Grab as you need, and I just gonna go right over, not around, right on, and we're gonna pull this down. I like to have to tap in a lot because I don't wanna do too much, but I bring it a little bit into that trough. Then I take my fluffy brush and I tap it and I blend it in. I'm not blending it out, I'm blending it and tapping it, and it's just gonna correct that under eye brightness. And it just creates a brightening, and then I can pull it out and feather it out if I need to. Now, troughs are different. This isn't discoloration. This is shadows. Everybody has it. Everybody's under eye puffiness is different, and I'm gonna tackle that after, because shadow is shadow. You can't cover it until you're done. So we're just gonna tap that out, and it gives you this brightness that's really nice. My right eye is a little bit different. It's not quite as dark, so I just tap right where the darkness is. They're both pretty same right here. And so I really place this here and then down a little bit into that trough, but I cover that darkness, grab that fluffy end. Your eyes are sisters, not twins. And so your discoloration is gonna be different from one eye to the next, but you just tap it out and it clears it out. And if you feel like this is good to go, go. You don't need more. If this is all you need, that's it. All right, I'm gonna take my blend brush on the small end and I'm going to go into my Sunlit color. Sunlit has yellow undertones, and I feel like it gives me a little extra boost. You can use your main highlight for this. You absolutely can. It's all about how you like your under eyes to look. So again, technique over color. All right, we're gonna take that blend brush. This is the best under eye brush. If you have a great collection of brushes and you're missing this brush, this is a great addition to your collection brush. Now I'm just gonna tap it in really, really lightly. You don't want these sticking together. Less is more. I like to place mine on the top apple. So I smile and you see how there's that sheen right there? I'm gonna tap it right here on the top of that. And then I'm gonna bring it up to the inner corner. I'm not gonna place my cream directly on my soft tissue under eye. All right, so we'll tap it again. I'm gonna put it right here. Tapping it again. I mean, I'm feathering this on, I'm not tapping. Not like my contour, okay? And then I'm gonna follow this line and I'm gonna go up this orbital bone right here, and this is gonna give my eye some lift. And so I go right up next to my eyeshadow and it just cleans it up and gives my eye that little bit of lift that's a little bit lacking. And then I just follow that orbital bone down, and this gives me shine. It gives the illusion of reflecting light. And as I'm blending this out, I'm also gonna come up onto that soft tissue. It's gonna be the last place I apply. It's soft. It's the hammock of the skin is the best way I can describe it. You got your orbital bone, you got your eyeball, and then there's that piece right in between where it's just soft and easily texturized by putting too much product on. You don't need a lot. When I did the Shape Tape, I used very minimal with the balm, and it stood up just as long as my 3D, okay? And I think having that balm under it made it able to be reset if it did move a little bit. So just saying. I like this balm so much. All right, we're gonna do the same thing again, grabbing and just tapping on just a little bit and hitting that top of the apple right there. And I'm just gonna come up into that inner corner, and then I'm following that orbital bone, tapping again as I need. And we're just gonna flick right here just to clean up that eyeshadow and give that eye some lift, following down the orbital bone, building into that little apple area, because it just creates this really pretty youthful shine. And then you bring it up to that soft tissue last. This is 80% pigmentation on top of Demi that's 100% pigment. It's pure pigment. It's more pigmented than 3D. And so you really don't need anything right here. Now let's talk up, and this is it. That's a really great under eye, but everybody has that trough, and I'm gonna show you how, while I don't have so much of a dark trough, I wanna show you the technique. Now you can stick with your under eye brightening. Some people like to use Y1, everybody's different. There's two ways to do this trough camouflaging. The trough will still be there. Keep that in mind. This is makeup, not magic. We can't change the texture of our skin. We could just help camouflage things. So the way contour builds in, creates shadowing, lightness pulls out. I'm gonna stay with Y01. I don't like, if you're hybriding your Demi with your 3D, I don't like to recommend a lot of Demi because it's $22 a color. All right, so Y1 is a great option depending on your skin tone. So colors are specific to you. And so I'm gonna stick with my Y01. Now we're gonna use the tip of the spot brush. We're gonna put it on. And what you're gonna do is you're going to follow on that trough precisely. Bring that down and follow the trough, okay? That's one way. And then when you tap this out, it's gonna give the illusion of lift in that deep trough. Or you grab that color again. I'm sticking with the Y01. And over here, you go just below the trough. There's two techniques, everybody's different. Play with the makeup, but you go just below the trough. Now we all have that trough, but this one is directly on, this one's directly below. All right, I'm just gonna build this one up with what's left on my brush. Take that fluffy brush and you're just gonna tap on this brightening Y01 and you're gonna blend it out and tap it out, and it's gonna give you that lift. I'm gonna go up this part of the trough here, just because I feel like it accentuated this one by erasing the other one. And you just tap directly on it with that fluffy brush. Sometimes if I find my Demi is hard to move, I will tap in. This is gloss, but you could do it with the balm. Gloss, Demi, all on the same brush and let them work together. All right, on this side, you're gonna tap and you're gonna kind of pull up into that trough, and it just blends it in to that trough, okay? So there's two ways to try this, is to go just below the trough and pull it and flick it up and into the trough, or you go directly on it. It's your prerogative, it's your under eye. Play with both versions and see what you come up with. Some people like to set their under eyes. This is a great option when you have a lot of, I don't even know when, but some people like to set their under eyes. I'm gonna show you how. I don't always recommend it, but I do set my face with powder, and I haven't done it yet because I border on greasy versus oily, greasy versus dewy, that's the way. So I'm gonna go in with the big end of my blend brush and I'm going to tap into my setting powder. Tapping it off. You want to tap off. And we're going to start on this temple. Words are hard, okay? Tap temple down the orbital and then up when you feel like it's empty. And it just sets it really nice. Look how it just sets it, but it's not creating a lot of texture. Powder will always add a bit of texture. Sometimes your skin just needs an hour to let that makeup and skin meet, fall in love, and settle in, okay? So we're just gonna tap that in, tap it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Going into that temple, down the orbital, and up. You want minimal. You still want your skin to look like skin. Powder will always, always, always. Powder mixed with any liquid, cream, whatever, is going to change the texture of it. So do it very minimally. Start out here. Nobody looks here. Your hair covers it. So you start here and you work your way in. Same goes for your face. If you're wanting to set your face, start on the perimeter and then you work your way in. Start on the perimeter, you work your way. It's the same with the under eyes, okay? Outside, bring it in, boom, boom, boom. All right, it all meets outside and trickles in. When you think it's empty, then you go around your nose. Go around your nose so it doesn't make cakiness and gathering, okay? And that's it. Grab your setting spray, 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 spray. Again, I'm oily. I lost my sprayer, it went somewhere else, but it's on. And you want your skin to be a bit damp, Take that same brush that you had the powder on and just press that over and press that setting spray in. This helps erase texture that powder could have caused, but the powder stays on and still sets and your makeup still sets and it's good. And that's how you do your under eyes and set your face, it turns out. So that's it. Have a great day.